Heyo, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. This is season 2, episode 37, and we are headed into Turkey Day weekend. My name is Gerard. This is my little brother Alex. The missing guy is JR, and this is the GAJ podcast. Oh yeah! Whoa! All right, let's turn that down a bit. That's very loud. But, the things we do. Anyway, welcome to the show episode.
Take two.
Welcome to another episode, everybody. If you have been here before, hopefully you've already liked an episode, subscribed to the channel, and click that notification bell so you know when our new episodes are out. And if you've never been with us before, thanks for checking us out. We hope you would consider leaving a comment so we know you're there, even if it's just a little wavy emoji. And maybe consider subscribing to the channel and help us help support kind of what we're trying to do. You can also contribute things a little more anonymously by shooting us an email at gagepodcast@gmail.com. All right. Like I said, we are heading into the Turkey Day weekend. And if you know us, you know we like our food. So, we got to talk about it. Mom's kare. And I'm excited to come back from Thanksgiving and with all the pictures of food that we had there. And we'll get around to it. Like I said, Mom's kare. I like to, oh gosh, I have my window skipped around. I like to let Mom lead off because this is our tribute to our mama. And she had everything. Literally, she texted and said that she was sharing what she had at Golden Corral, and she got to try a little bit of everything. So let's see what everything looks like. All right. So here we got, what do we have here? Does that look like ribs to you, or not ribs, but like maybe ribs, like the end of it?
It's chicken.
Or is it, or is it like a rotisserie chicken? There's some fried chicken. It's like fried shrimp. Is that rice? Like a kind of like a dirty rice?
Didn't she tell us what it is in the text?
She didn't know. She just said she tried a little bit of everything. But it's all good. What else did she have? That's a hearty plate right there, to be honest. Like, how many times did she go back? Hey-o, all right. Looks like there's some meatloaf. You must have liked that popcorn shrimp, man. I think that's a biscuit of some sort. A different kind of rice. That's spaghetti?
Did she say that she went there with some old friends or relatives?
I feel like
she just wanted to go to a buffet.
I think she went with either one of the younger Filipino girls that she used to work with, or I think maybe Tita Bumming's former nurse. But yeah, I like a good buffet, man. I thought maybe she didn't. I thought she sent me more, but oh, here's the last one. I found it. The desserts, baby. Looks like she got a little, I think that's blueberry pie. Looks like a cheesecake with some chocolate swirl and a carrot cake. And then I don't know what this.
This is why I don't go to buffets, because I would get that and then I put ice cream on top of it.
Oh, yes, sir. And I would do it a couple times until I liked it, because you don't always like everything at a buffet.
But I trying to focus a little more on my health, so I'm not going to buffets.
Yeah.
Plus, when you have a family history of diabetes, buffets are not where you want to be going. I think the last buffet I went to, I'm pretty sure the last buffet I went to was before I retired from going to Vegas. which
you
was
retired from going to
Vegas.
Vegas.
I retired from Vegas partying a decade ago, and I think my last trip there when I was partying there, it was I think I even went to a buffet, so it was maybe closer to like 16 years ago. Last time I went to a buffet.
That's not true. The last time I was in Vegas, we actually went to a buffet. It was like the highest rated buffet in Vegas, which is at Caesar's Palace.
Vegas buffets are different. It's not Golden Corral. You're getting quality food there.
Yeah, I ate all the crab legs. It was awesome.
If I went to Vegas and they said, "Do you want to go to a buffet?" I'd probably be into it. Like, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
we paid for it, but that's because we weren't gambling.
First thing I did last time I went to a Vegas buffet is I had to locate the shitter.
Oh,
and I was with friends that knew my pooping habits. I was like, all right, so I know it's there. I know the route to take.
Yep.
We're going to be here for a while.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Yeah. That means I'm making a lot of room.
But yeah, I see you got something loaded up, so I'm going to let you go next. What do we got there?
All right, I'm going to start with the boring shit.
That's not even Filipino food.
No, I'm starting out with the boring shit.
All right.
The crap that I eat on the daily when I'm in the office for lunch, this is what it looks like. Minus, I just happened to forget to add the arugula that day. So I was kind of pissed. Once again, the arugula I eat because I have gout. I don't like the taste of arugula. I eat arugula because I have gout. I eat this to be a little more healthy. Do you like spinach? The what?
Do you like spinach?
I kind of mentioned this before. Spinach has oxalates in it. Oxalates are a lot more rougher on your kidneys.
Oh, okay.
Now, if I don't have arugula, it's really arugula or kale. If I don't have that, I really don't like kale.
Oh,
I will go to spinach if I don't have those.
What about broccoli?
There's broccoli in there, but I'm talking about leafy greens. I'm talking about superfoods.
Okay.
Those are superfoods.
Broccoli was a superfood.
And I think, it also has to do with the research I've done for combating gout.
Sure. That makes sense.
Broccoli's not one of them. I think it was just leafy greens, and they said they specifically mentioned arugula and kale. And in my mind, I automatically assumed spinach was one of it. But I think I've heard too much people, especially Thomas the Lottery, talks about like spinach has a lot of oxalates that's rougher on your kidneys. So I'd rather you eat something like arugula or kale. And I saw the video. I said, "Oh, I'm going to stop eating spinach." And I don't like kale.
Yeah.
Kind of a side note, I used to eat a shitload of kale. I was known for eating a lot of kale.
Yeah, I remember.
When I ate it, I would just imagine it was pizza. And I'd have the best poops ever. It was just like no push, flushes right out when I needed to go. And I wouldn't be like rushing to the bathroom. It's just like oh, when I feel the urge, I go, but I'm not rushing. I get to the toilet, push it out. Very little wiping afterwards.
Interesting.
I wanted to replicate that experience, but then I was like, but I have to eat kale to get it.
Yeah, kale's awful, dude.
Kale is awful.
Kale is just terrible.
So back to what's on screen. This is my meal prep, which I do every Sunday, but I'm trying to move it to Saturdays. And this is like total Trader Joe's, the Trader Joe's checklist here. Chicken thighs, broccoli, and then they usually have a mix of peppers and onions. I just throw that in the pan with olive oil. I used to throw in some type of sauce in it, like a curry sauce or some type of Mexican sauce, but I stopped doing that because I don't think it's good for digestion when you're at work. Let's say that much.
Yeah,
and it increases your potential for acid reflux, or at least my potential for acid reflux. So I just started putting just a little bit more olive oil. And that's what
Okay.
that looks like. That's what I eat. It's got a lot of protein. Carbs come from the
vegetables.
The vegetables.
Yeah.
That's pretty much every day when I'm in the office. That's what I eat.
Okay.
And then if I just happen to have leftovers on Fridays when I work from home, I'll put into like a burrito type thing.
Like you're making a wrap, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
But that's the boring
cool.
shit. So let's get a little more spicy here. Let's go for the Filipino shit.
That's a good way to do it, though. Have lunch like that, and then like wait till the weekend, and then this is your weekend meal. You get like a cheat meal every week.
So of course I'm getting some fucking Filipino food.
Is that
so
the
I went
slug?
on Sunday. I usually go on Saturdays, but what happened this past Saturday? I didn't go. Oh, it was raining a lot. So I really didn't want to leave my place and go driving. But I went on Sunday before the Bears game. My goal was first I worked out, but then I wanted to go to the Filipino market. It's not close by. Get the food, drive it back, be back home in time for the Bears game. Eat it while watching the Bears game. I haven't been to the Filipino market
which would have been like noon your time
in a long time.
About that.
No, it's 10 o'clock a.m.
The Bears game? Oh no, yeah, it was noon here. Yeah,
10 o'clock a.m. my time. So I went to Seafood City, the Filipino market. Once again, for the first time on a Sunday in a long time. And very small line. There's a dude in front of me. I'm assuming he's Filipino. Nice older gentleman. And he points to something I've never seen before and says, "Give me 2 of those." And I was like, "Okay, you guys eat a lot." And I kind of glance over at the, they have like signs of the menu, and it says, "Buy 2 for 1."
Oh.
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
No brainer.
So that guy got 2 of this. Once again, I don't know what the hell this is, but he points to it. It's like ground beef with potatoes and something.
Oh,
and I asked him, I said, "Hey, what is that?" And he just said, "I don't know, but I got it yesterday and I liked it. So I came back today to get 2 of them." And then he's a real nice guy. He said, he asked them, "What is it? What's it called?" And they said something, and both of us did not know what the hell they said. They said it was. But you can kind of see at the top of the picture there. That's what was on the receipt. It said beef tapa. It's not beef tapa.
Where does it? Oh, the picture. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so because I googled.
Don't you make something like that?
The what?
Don't you make something like that?
It is similar to oh damn, what is that shit called?
I can't remember either.
Picadillo.
Well,
it's ground beef. That's why it's similar, and it's got potatoes. So that guy was really nice. He said, "Well, I think he ordered 2, and then he ordered extra to take home, extra of that." And he said, "Hey, are you going to get some? Because if you are, I'm only going to get 1 extra." Because he's ordering 2 servings of it, plus an additional 2 without the rice.
Because it's a BOGO.
No. This is additional. The BOGO is you buy 1, he gets 1. So you ordered 2.
Yep.
And then he just wanted an additional 2 of just the meat, just the dish, not including the rice and eggs. That's how much he liked it. So I was talking to him, and he said, "Are you going to get it? Because if you are, I'm gonna decrease how much I take, so you can have some." And I was looking at how much they're taking, and I said, "No, bro, just get what you want. There's enough for me also." So he got his. I was so curious about it. I got that plus an additional 1, and I'll throw that up on screen a little later. But once again, my plan was to grab the food, get it, drive home for the Bears game. But what that dude said stuck in my head. So as soon as I paid for the food, I was like, I'm gonna eat this shit now.
Yeah.
And I'll miss the beginning of the Bears game. And I'll tell you, I mean, it's not like spectacularly awesome. It was pretty damn good though.
For a fucking 2-for-1?
Enough for me to be like, what is this shit? And maybe I'll have to talk to mom about this. Be like, can you tell what this is just from the picture? And let me so that's what it looks like inside the little saucer container, but I do have another picture. Once I poured it out,
ooh, that looks even
started
better.
eating it, I was like, I'll take a picture just so you get a better look at what this shit is.
You broke the egg too?
I just don't know what it is.
Zoom in on that.
That's what it looks like when it's all like poured out. And obviously I've been eating it because you can tell by the eggs a little bit gone. And the rest
can you zoom in on it?
There's less food there. I was ready to dig it into it. And I was like, let me take a picture of it just so I'm gonna have to figure out what this is because it's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey,
once again,
zoom
zoom
in on it, dude.
Both of us did not know what they said. They told us the name of it, and we did not know what they said.
That's when you just do this. You point.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? It's gonna be on the receipt. And I looked on it. I think the cashier didn't know what to put in, so she's put beef tapa. And it might be beef tapa. I googled beef tapa. It doesn't look like that, but
It's definitely some sort of salog, right? I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, that's salog. But it might be like beef tapa, but instead of like regular beef, they just use ground beef. So I could probably see that. But I mean, when the person serving the food said the name of it, it wasn't tapa. It was you said something else, and we're just like, okay, that's what it is. That's what you say it is. That's what it is. So,
by the way, for those of you out there who don't know Tagalog or aren't Filipino, and we're Filipino, we don't know Tagalog, but we know what salog is. Salog is breakfast, is basically what it is. So you can take anything. You can have like spam salog. It's spam with garlic fried rice and a couple of fried eggs.
And they do have that at Seafood City, and that is garlic rice right there.
Yep,
which does make
you can see it. You can see
difference.
The slivers of garlic in there.
So
that looks good though.
So once again, I'm sitting there with 2 entrees, and I was like, I have to eat one because I need to know what this is. What the guy was talking about. So I ate this while I was there. I did finish it. I did have a good amount of rice left over though. I feel like that it's not too saucy, so I didn't use it for all the rice. So I took it home, started watching the Bears game, and then so I'm sitting there watching the Bears game with another entree that I was planning to save for dinner. And then I was thinking, it's still fresh.
I still have leftovers.
I don't monitor my macro intake, but I think I need some more protein. So I did not get 2 of these, the name that I do not know. I did get.
Ooh, is that tocino?
That is pork tocino.
Oh,
very fresh,
baby.
Which I've mentioned on the podcast before. When I go there for lunch and they have leftover tocino from breakfast, even though it's not as fresh, I look at it. I'm like, give me some of that because it is good. I don't know why tocino is just. I just find it to be really good.
For me, tocino is one of those things. For like all of our American friends out there, all of the Southern white folk, it's like chili. Like it's not gonna go bad. For a while, it's just gonna keep getting better because it soaks in more of that flavor, and then you reheat it. Oh yeah,
I think it is better fresh though. That's why I ate it because it's still fresh. And whenever I eat tocino for lunch, I don't get it with the egg because they're done with breakfast. So it's usually just in combination with something else, and I don't get it with garlic rice. So I was like,
just regular like steamed fried rice or steamed white rice.
Yeah, so I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get it fresh. It's gonna be with an egg. It's gonna be with garlic rice, and I was showing down on it. You could actually see in the top left corner the leftover rice from my mystery salog
from your tapa.
Yeah. That's called mystery slug. So I ate that and I fucking housed it when I was watching the game. But I did also have
that game was stressful. I don't blame you.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, that game was boring. I actually eating a lot of food and watching that Bears Vikings game. I fell asleep.
Oh.
And when I woke up, I looked over and I said, I didn't miss anything. I fell asleep at halftime. I woke up at the end of the fourth quarter and I was like, wow, I missed nothing. I'm glad I took
Yeah,
a nap.
really, the fourth quarter was the game. Anyway, we'll get in that a little bit later.
Game-winning field goal. That was it. I think
we'll get into that a little bit later.
I briefly woke up for a few seconds. And I saw DJ Moore drop a pass and went, oh shit. Then I fell back asleep. Then I woke up at the very end. But anyways, back to the food. So I ate this. I did have some rice left over. And by the way, this was a great fucking meal. I'll just say that much.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I had a good amount of garlic rice left over. And I don't have a picture of this, but I did eat it later that night with something I'm starting to get from Trader Joe's now, where they have turkey burgers. And I was like, well, let me try this. It's kind of a Hawaiian thing where they eat rice with burgers. Filipinos probably do it too. Who knows?
I've done it.
It was pretty fucking good. like it was turkey burgers, 2 turkey burgers with cheese on it, and that had the garlic rice with it. And I was like, you know what? Not bad. I'm gonna try to do this turkey again on burgers. Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna hold on. The Ohio State game is early, so I don't know if I'm gonna go to I don't know if I'm gonna get Filipino food on tomorrow. But I might try to do this again where I go Sunday before the Bears game. And it's fucking 2 for 1, dude. Why not?
Yeah. I would do that.
Ooh, I might try to actually get it and then come straight home, though, just so I don't miss any of the game.
I might
as long as I don't have a mystery slog where I'm like, well, what is that? Well, I want to eat it now. And I'll miss a few minutes of the game.
Yeah, I might see if Ashley wants to do lunch at the Filipino joint on Sunday. We'll talk about it more later, but we're not going to be able to watch the Bears game because it's at the same time as the Chiefs game, which means even if Fox is showing the Bears game, it's going to be blacked out here.
Oh, that's rough. Well, it's blacked out here. I just use a less than honest way of viewing the games.
A questionable method.
Questionable method, but it's out there.
Yeah, I mean, what I mentioned last week that I've been kind of working on the diet because, went to the doctor, had my A1Cs done, and they got some levels that are a little less than ideal. And the doctor basically told me that I'm pre-diabetic, so I need to make some changes. So I've been I've made some progress. I've been doing a lot of chicken and rice dishes. So this was, and what Ashley meal prepped was, it's I think it's brown rice mixed with quinoa. And then, just some baked, shredded up chicken. I put some habanero cheese on there and some G. Hughes barbecue sauce. So it's like zero sugar barbecue sauce. Pretty good. And then I turned around and that was dinner. So that's that rice mixture that Ashley made. Brown rice with quinoa, some green beans, baked chicken with some buffalo sauce. So,
now, did the doctor say it's all right for you to keep eating rice?
I mean, I'm weighing it out right now.
Rice does spike up your insulin level.
Yeah, I'm weighing it out. So I only have it like maybe twice a day, and it's like I weigh it out to exactly 100 grams. So it doesn't get too crazy. And it's brown rice and quinoa, so it's less than 100 grams because of the quinoa. So, excuse me. But I'm also getting in the gym more, so I'm using that fuel up a little bit more. Yeah. Now we did have one treat this week, and that was it's called Monster Cookie Dough. This is homemade. This is from the grab and go store that's at Ashley's restaurant. It's called. So the sister restaurant is called Extra Virgin. It's actually where Ashley worked. Then she was part of the crew that was handpicked to move over to Farina. But the owners also last year opened up a grab and go store. So it's kind of, they do things like they make the pastas fresh in house. They make a lot of things in house so that there's not a ton of preservatives. And this is one of the things. The store, by the way, is called Extra Virgin Grab and Go. So if you're in the Kansas City area, go check it out. It's at 19th and Main, and they have different kinds of cookie dough, and this was awesome. The baked cookies are really good. We've actually just been eating it as cookie dough, though. It's pretty awesome, and it's not healthy for you, but it's got a lot less preservatives than anything you would buy in the store. In case you're wondering, this is when it was still under construction, but that's Extra Virgin over here, and then this is the Extra Virgin Grab and Go store. So this is the door that's at the corner of. This is 19th. This is Main, and that is, again, if you're familiar with Kansas City, that is the streetcar stop. So if you want to check out something interesting while you're riding the streetcar up and down Main Street, check out the Extra Virgin Grab and Go store. But yeah, those cookies were freaking delicious. And I got to be honest, I kind of liked eating the cookie dough more than than baking the cookies and having the cookies. But that's a win-win situation if I've ever heard of one. So that is what I've been doing. So yeah, I had a sugary dessert, but it wasn't nearly as bad as anything that you might get from the store, just because it doesn't have any of the preservatives. So
something I've been doing lately, and I've kind of evolved this a little more, is to kind of satisfy that sweet tooth. Is that from Trader Joe's, I get walnuts, which has protein. And what they have at Trader Joe's are semi-sweet chocolate chips.
Oh, yeah.
And I just pour them into like a Tupperware, and I just mix them up, and then I just take handfuls and eat it. But then I eventually switched out the semi-sweet chocolate chips to milk chocolate, which I like a whole lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just so I'm not getting the extra sugar that you get from cookies, and I can kind of satisfy that sweet tooth. But it's kind of a little trick. But sometimes I think I'm just eating too much of that also.
So you can try this. I'll have to take a picture next time. Ashley gets these like mini chocolate chips for baking. And what I'll do is I'll like pour some just on like a plate, and then I'll take like a rice cake, put some peanut butter on it, and then dip it on the chocolate chips. It's a nice little snack.
Yeah,
nice
actually
treat.
I ended up getting I was kind of curious. I didn't know the difference between milk chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate chips. And this happened to be at Walmart, and they had both of them. So I got both. And then what I realized is I don't like the really small semi-sweet chocolate chips. I like milk chocolate way better than anything else out there. I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate at all.
If you have good dark chocolate, it's different than like I don't like Hershey's dark chocolate.
I just don't like dark chocolate. I think it's just too bitter. Semi-sweet chocolate chips that you get at Trader Joe's is okay, but I find I just like milk chocolate better, which is probably less healthy. But it's a better balance for me. I'm like, I really like this, and it prevents me from just going out to my favorite cookie place and getting really good chocolate chip cookies. I kind of still want to do.
Stay away from.
The good part about the place where I get chocolate chip cookies is that parking is shit. So I'm like, I can't find parking there, so I'm just not gonna go.
I guess I'm going home. What's the cookie place called there? Is it like Insomnia or Crumble Cookie?
No, it's called Milk and Cookies.
Oh, I love that name.
And there are two locations.
down
I
too.
didn't know this, but they had two locations. One in Newport Beach, one in well, you guys might not be familiar with the area, but Santa Ana. And at work, we kind of celebrate once a month. We celebrate people's birthdays for that month. And for August,
That's cool.
usually they ask you what type of cake do you like, but they asked me when I first started with the company, and they forgot to ask me what type of cake I like. They just asked me what dessert I like, and I said chocolate chip cookies. And the person that was part of that committee went to Milk and Cookies in their non-Newport Beach location, got it for celebrating the August birthdays, and I was like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I think I ate 3 or 4 of them.
Huh?
How are you?
I'm good. We're recording. You want to say hi?
I'm gonna take Millie out really quick before it starts raining again.
Okay. Ashley just got home. She's going to take the dog out because it's about to start raining. She's
Oh.
probably going to pop in and say hello.
It finally stopped raining here.
That's funny that you said that because I started this week at a new / old company, and I was getting set up on some of the systems internally, and one of the things, they do a lot of celebrating, and so they reconfirmed my birthday and asked me what like my favorite dessert was, and I was just like, oh, that's a dangerous question. Like, it depends on the day, but if you need an answer, I gotta go peanut butter chocolate chip cookies with some vanilla ice cream. Yes. Or like fresh baked, or a fresh baked brownie with vanilla ice cream. Good stuff.
When I was at work and they were doing August birthdays, like I said, they got chocolate chip cookies. In addition to chocolate chip, they got other types of cookies too. But they also got ice cream.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Oh.
We have a family history of lactose intolerance.
Yes, we do.
Like, I want it, but I know I can't have it because I'm too far away from home.
I gotta admit, my
know
follow
what
would have
could
been
happen if I eat that ice cream.
my follow would have been, I'm doing it anyway. I also keep wipes in my backpack.
Yeah, but there's a lot of work to do. And it's like if you're gonna be spending 45 minutes in the bathroom, shit's not gonna get done, and people are gonna be pissed off.
Shit is gonna get done, just not the shit they want done. Oh, but I digress. Yeah. Anyway, finish on a high note there with shit during our food segment. But it was a good one. Mom, thanks again for the contribution. Love you. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Moving on. This is a kind of an ode to my personal project on YouTube. The channel is called Hey Dad Watch This. So we called the segment Hey Dad Watch This. This is about kind of our adventures in life, interesting happenings, being out and about, and different experiences we're having. Alex, do you have anything?
You go first because I'm trying to figure out if I want to. Mine might take a little bit of time, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to put this out there.
Gotcha. So this week I started a new / old job. Went to a company that I had worked for previously. It was one of those things where I didn't necessarily want to leave, but somebody put an offer in front of me that I just couldn't really turn down. But after a few years, I've learned quite a bit and saw an opportunity to come back. So came back in a slightly modified capacity. I think it's better for me, and I think I'm more valuable to the company. So doing that, it's really freed me up a little bit more to not only enjoy my job, but also do other things for me outside of the office. And we talked about the diet. I'm starting to make my way into the gym a little more often. So yeah, I like to get my progress pics. I still don't have anything of me lifting yet, but I was rocking the Buckeyes National Championship shirt one day. I don't remember what day this was, and then got to rock the Sweetness jersey. And if you're gonna rock the Sweetness shirt in the gym, it's got to be leg day, and it was actually pretty fun. I started going heavy this week, so I'm having some issues with like a groin / quad insertion, so I haven't really been able to do really full sets of like 10. So when I'm getting heavy, I'm doing more sets of 5, but I have more strength in me, so I've just been doing more sets, just doing shorter sets, so I can just keep increasing the weight. And yeah, I mean, I'm not squatting a truck right now, but I think I got up to what did I get up to? Well, 185. It was a slow increase, so I mean, I did probably 6 or 8 sets. I did like 3 sets of 10 lightweight, and then started doing sets of 5 for a while. But yeah, and then man, I loaded up a little bit on the deadlift. Nothing impressive. I'm not saying I'm the strongest man alive, but it's more weight than I've done in several years. I think I loaded up about 265 for a deadlift. So was able to squeeze out a set of 5 there, working up to it. Felt good. I was sore as balls for the next 2 days, but felt good. And then today, as you can see, I'm actually wearing the same shirt right now. Went heavy on the upper body. I do an incline bench. I don't really do a flat bench anymore. I do an incline bench just because, I don't know, it feels better. But yeah, an incline bench, I think I got all the way up to 155.
I don't do flat bench unless I'm at home. I'm home as in my I don't know how to describe it. My bench at home are 2 ottomans and my couch. When I'm at the gym,
do the ottomans get too wide though? Like if you're trying to do a bench press? Oh no!
Well, hold on. Here's the thing though. I do it with a kettlebell.
Oh,
I
okay.
only have one that's heavy.
So you're going off to the side anyway.
Yeah. So I scoot so that my shoulder blade is almost hanging off, so I can get maximum stretch. And this is if I just don't want to go to the gym because of like maximum laziness, because my gym is a 10-second walk from my doorstep. But a lot of times it's because I'm also watching. I might be watching football or something like that, or I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit sick or whatever. That's the only time I'll bench at home. And it's like if I'm at home, or that's the way I'll bench at home is I use the ottomans and a kettlebell, and my head is on the couch, my shoulder blades hanging off one of the ottoman, and my butt's almost hanging off too, because it's just not enough space. But otherwise, if I'm in the gym, from my research I've done on YouTube, it's usually an incline of 15 to 45 degrees. Actually, no, 15 to 30 degrees. Because if I'm only doing one bench press, I'm going for maximum gains, and that's going to be, from my research, 15 to 30 degrees.
Yeah. That way you're still focusing on your chest, but it's not like my thing is, and I don't know if it's the same for you, but when I do a flat bench, my back is arched a little bit, which means I'm almost like pushing down, so I'm hitting more of my lower chest as opposed to my upper chest.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I do an incline, but I don't go too far because then it becomes basically a shoulder press. But yeah, getting in the gym a little more regularly lately, trying to keep that rhythm up. Still working on that. That's a work in progress, but it felt good this week to push myself a little bit and load a little more weight on than I've been loading up. I've been kind of nursing everything because, my groin quad insertion's been real tender after longer sets. And then I'm having like an issue with my left. It's like, I don't know if it's my shoulder impingement, or like something with like my bicep insertion, but that's been hurting too. But yeah, some of the heavier moves I've been able to load a little more weight. So it's felt good. But that's what I've got. I think next week I'm traveling to Ohio for right after Thanksgiving. It's going to be pretty aggressive, but we're actually going to Wichita Thursday just for the day, and then coming back. And then Friday morning, I'm flying out to Ohio. So we're going to get Dad loaded up and move him on up to the old stomping grounds. But stay tuned for that. I don't know if we're going to get to record next week, but if we don't, definitely tune in 2 weeks, because we'll probably be talking about some shenanigans over the Thanksgiving weekend, especially hopefully getting a chance to visit our friend Erica's new bar in Centerville, Ohio called Ditto, which I actually meant to bring that up and see if I can find it really quick. This is our Facebook page, but that'll work too. So yeah, if you are in the Centerville, Ohio area, be sure to check out Ditto Bar. It's right off of Franklin. I think that's Franklin, just north of Main Street. Right there in the middle of Centerville. Say hi to the bar manager. Her name's Erica. Another bartender's name is Raffine. And tell her that Gerard and Alex sent you out there. Either one of them. They'll know who you're talking about. But yeah, excited to go finally see that place opened up and have a drink with my friend Erica, and hopefully a few other buddies that are going to be around while I'm there. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm actually really bummed that I'm not going to Centerville for this Thanksgiving, because I really wanted to check out that bar and meet up with all of our friends from our childhood.
Yeah.
Plus, just be in our hometown. But definitely hitting up Ditto Bar was one of the things I really wanted to do this year. But unfortunately, things, circumstances change things, and I won't be going to Centerville this Thanksgiving, and that's that, really.
Yeah, life is happening, but we'll get you back there. Don't worry. We'll find a way. Lots of changes happening. We'll probably cover those as they come along a little bit later. But excited to see that place in person. Actually opened up. I did get to check it out last time I was in town, but they were still working on it, so it wasn't all put together yet. But yeah, definitely excited about that. So yeah, like I said, if you're in the area, go check it out. Say hi to the bar manager Erica and the bartender Raffine. Tell them Gerard and Alex sent you. All right, man. You got anything to put up, or are you just talking?
Nothing to put up, no pictures. It's been raining in Southern California a lot, so not that I'd be going out anyways if it wasn't raining. Doing a little bit of apartment cleaning slowly. Decided to finally put away my air conditioner, which I haven't done yet, but I'll be hopefully doing that this weekend. And we're not switching segments yet. I have been watching a show called Nobody Wants This, kind of a rom-com type thing that both our sister and my sister-in-law watches, which is kind of about two siblings that have a podcast. Kind of familiar. Sound familiar, right? But it's two females. They talk about guys that they are seeing And wait, hold on. Let me switch to mood lighting here. This is gonna be great for our audio listener. So if you're an audio listener, I am turning off my desk light, and
If you're on Spotify, look at your screen. Stop your car and listen. Look at your screen because we do have the video on there too.
So I'm turning off my desk light, and I'm turning my room lights to pink. It's about to get fucking girly. So once again, nobody wants this. Two siblings have a podcast, and they kind of talk about guys they're seeing, or a guy that they are seeing. Why is that relevant, other than two siblings that have a podcast? Well, kind of met a girl.
Oh,
No, I will not say her name on air.
that's fair.
But we've been around
smart.
each other for the past, I'll say, year and a half, because we go to the same apartment gym, which means she is my neighbor. And lately, we've been having some flirty exchanges,
Oh yeah.
which, through complete ignorance, I think started a year and a half ago. I just didn't notice until
You just didn't know? Oh, come on, bro.
until about 3 weeks ago. But once the flirty exchanges became coming from both sides, which happens inside the gym, I think our neighbors have started to notice. So once again, it's not like
I'm just glad you finally noticed.
I'm glad I finally noticed. Yeah, holy shit. Once I noticed, I was like, oh, I'm so fucking stupid. But okay, so last night, this is last night. We're both at the gym. And I was doing a very rough kettlebell workout. And she's out working out too. Something I noticed, something I've come to realize is, well, first off, let me kind of set up the landscape. We have a really good fucking apartment gym. And I've talked about this before. They leveled up our apartment gym with much higher, better machines, much heavier dumbbells and kettlebells. And I'm a kettlebell person when I'm not doing traditional lifting. And I've come to realize that when I do kettlebell workouts, people take notice because it's a lot more unique than what people are used to seeing.
Mhm.
It looks dangerous. It's just a different type of skill.
It's
I've
more
also
of
come
a
to
functional type
realize-
workout. It's not just it's not a straight lift. It's
very
It's all
ballistic.
compound
It's very
movements.
explosive. It looks dangerous. I've also come to realize that from certain angles in the gym lighting, my muscles pop.
nice.
That angle is from the overhead view, kind of like a bird's eye view.
All about them angles, baby.
Different views, you're gonna be like, dude, you got a fucking gut, you got a dad bod. But other angles, it's like, well, you got some muscle on you, kid. No, not kid, but muscle on you, old man. And that's the overhead angle. And so, how do people see that? How do people see that overhead angle? People are not looking, not staring at. People are not on the ceiling looking at me. I do Romanian deadlifts. And for those of you who are not familiar with Romanian deadlifts, I'm going to demonstrate using a Simpsons action figure. And this is doing, obviously, everyone that lifts, there's a mirror there. So a Romanian deadlift, Troy McClure, voiced by the late Phil Hartman, rest in peace, from 35 years ago. You have dumbbells, pretend he has dumbbells in his hands. He goes all the way. You try to keep your legs pretty stiff, although doesn't have to be perfectly stiff.
You want to keep your knees fairly soft. It's almost like you're sitting back.
Yeah.
It's supposed to work your hammies and your glutes.
Works your hammies and your glutes. So you're going all the way down. This action figure does not have the articulation to show the type of flexibility you need to get down all the way to RDL, Romanian deadlift type levels. So you go all the way down, and then you use your hips and your butt and your hamstrings to pull yourself up. And I use the heaviest weights, the heaviest dumbbells they have there. Now, this is the side view. If you use your imagination, pretend that you're looking in the mirror, it looks like this. And to kind of further set up the landscape, I wear a tank top and kind of short shorts when I lift. And my shoulders and back and what little delts I have really pop when I bent over.
Yeah, buddy.
It sounds kind of gross. When I'm bent over, I'm going to also add in, I have dark skin. And it's kind of like the combination of my musculature, my dark skin, and my sweat.
And the sweat. Yeah, I was saying the sweat is where
a pretty, I guess, people look when I do this. So what else happens? How else do I get this angle? When I do kettlebells. Because I pick kettlebells up off the ground and launch them into the air. And then put them back on the ground and then launch them into the air again. But it does create a similar angle where you can see, I don't know if I can even do it. I can do like a fucking live demonstration here where it's like kind of this angle.
Yeah, it makes the shoulders pop a little bit.
The back, the shoulders, and this looks really fucking douchey. And a little just a half. And keep in mind when I'm lifting, I'm a lot more inflamed. Not saying a lot, probably close. I'm also glistening because of my sweat and because of the lighting, my dark skin, the combination. I'd say it gets noticed. Even I caught myself checking myself out in the mirror going, damn, dude, good job.
Hell yeah, dude.
So that's what I look like when I work out, doing RDLs, remaining deadlifts, and also kettlebell workouts. Getting back to the story, other than me talking about how fucking hot I am. So last night I'm doing a kettlebell workout and I did not plan this, but there were a good amount of people at the gym. But both me and her were working out. She was closer to the mirror. I was a lot further back from the mirror, but we were close in alignment so that when she was working out, I was kind of like,
you're basically looking straight at her.
Shoulder, going ballistics on these kettlebells. Obviously exposing my good angle.
Attaboy.
So, and I'm going to say that it was a rough workout. I designed it to be rough. And I had to walk around right after to recuperate. And around the time I finished that round, she actually finished her complete workout. So, while I was walking around recuperating, I ended up sitting down right outside the sauna area. Kind of a little room, but also people put their stuff there, like their hoodies, their jackets. I put my phone, my water bottle, keys, whatever. So I'm sitting there trying to recuperate. I'm all fucking hot and sweaty. She's about to leave. She's getting her stuff. She's also hot and sweaty. We're up by a sauna, which is hot and sweaty. So we're in the same area. She's going to grab her stuff to leave. So we started to chat a little bit, and as she was putting on her hoodie and we're talking, I did notice something. She puts on her hoodie, which is kind of a darkish green. It had a white logo with the letter G on it.
Oh no!
She's a Packers fan.
Oh no! Look, here's the thing. Not the end of the world. If we remember a ways back, I too dated a Packers fan. And she wasn't the worst person in the world, so, take it forward.
I didn't even know how to talk anymore. I kept talking about. I was like, I asked her about it. Like, are you a Packers fan? She's like, yeah, my family's from the Midwest. She was born and raised in California, but she was kind of telling me a little about her family. She was telling me about her family, but I was like, I just kept focusing on the whole Packers thing.
Yeah,
but
you make it a game.
Her mom is from Elgin, and I was like, hey, that's where I was born. But I didn't even tell her I was a Bears fan. I was just like, my mind was just like, why would God do this to me? So
to test your patience, that's why.
We got a little bit, and we parted ways, but that just kind of stuck out. I know it's
not the end of the world, dude. Sometimes it makes it fun.
I spent the rest of my workout just being like, she's a Packers fan.
It could be worse. She could be a Michigan fan.
I was thinking about that too. But she's a Packers fan. That was revealed to me last night. It's kind of fresh.
You know, it's not that bad. You can
It's
watch
like
the
a-
games together
You
and
think
like
about
make
how do I tell
bets.
this story and how do I make it funny? And I think in the future, I'm gonna be like, I'll tell a story and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm at, I'll say her actual name.
How I Met Your Mother.
And I'll be like, hey
Did I ever
kids,
tell you kids?
that's how I met your
How I
mother.
Met Your Mother?
But man,
That'd be
I've
awesome.
kind of been playing around with this these flirty exchanges. I'm like, what's the most Alex thing I could do with this? And like, I've watched a lot of rom-coms. We try to have fun with this. I've been writing down some stuff. I'm like, let's see how I can play around with this. This is before I found out she's a Packers fan.
You got to find out if she became a Packers fan if her mom's from Elgin.
No.
Elgin is
Yeah,
hardly.
I mean, she told me more.
Packers.
I think her parents met in like at Iowa State, or I don't know. She was telling me a lot of stuff, and now just looking at that white G logo.
Say Iowa State's not even Packer country.
Just looking at that white G logo, I'm like, okay.
Here's what you tell her. Clearly, you've never been to Green Bay because Green Bay is a shithole. Anyway,
Eventually I might ask her like, how did she become a Packers fan? I don't know.
yeah.
But
You should go first date like Bears Packers game and like just ball out on the Bears gear.
I'm gonna throw in the caveats. I kind of know how this is gonna play out. I'm gonna say right off the bat. I'm pretty sure there's a pretty significant age gap between me and her.
So,
And I'm gonna say
you're in Southern California.
I'm pretty sure people think I'm younger than I am because they've already said it. And she's a little on the younger. I thought she was younger, but I think she might be older than I thought she was. I think she's still sub 30.
All I'm saying is you're in Southern California, bro. Like that's hardly out that far out of the norm.
But I don't know. I want to play around with this.
What do you got to
But the whole
lose,
Packers
dude?
thing kind of just threw a loop in there. Like, oh
Yeah.
God, how did that happen?
It's so,
That's
dude.
it.
I'm telling you, I lived in Milwaukee for 10 years. Dated a lot of Packers fans. Sometimes it makes it more fun.
So
Makes it
on this
more
podcast, I don't
interesting.
think I'll ever see her name or show a picture of her. But I did notice today, she has she kind of looks like Brittany Snow. If you know who Brittany Snow is,
Yeah. Hell
But-
yeah.
probably younger. So
Well,
I don't know. In my mind, I was just calling her Newport Blonde, but I saw a video clip of Brittany Snow today. And I went, oh, her and Brittany Snow and I was called Gym Crush. Brittany Snow and Gym Crush kind of looks very similar to each other.
There you go.
But-
I hope she finds this episode and watches it.
So that is. Nobody wants this. If you don't know nobody wants this, tough shit.
I don't even think we can add to that for this segment. We're just gonna leave it right there for that segment. And
Yeah, I'm gonna
move
switch off my
on.
mood lighting. It's not gonna be pink anymore.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
What were those like letters to the editor things? Dr. Jill or something like that. Anyway, that was a good story. We're gonna need to keep up on that one. Definitely gotta keep
Yeah,
up
I don't
on
know how
that
much I'm
one.
gonna tell you. It's gonna be like, I think next week's gonna be like, yeah, she ghosted me, and it's really awkward. I see her in the gym 4 days, like 5-6 days a week.
He's like, I heard
I might
this
see her tomorrow
podcast.
morning. I see her on Saturdays sometimes. Just hey, there she is.
Yeah, hey, want to go watch football?
There is a lot more to that. It is kind of like, well, what happened over the past year and a half, and that's I might get into that at some point.
Yeah, look, we're not we're not big huge celebrities, so there are things we still have the luxury of being able to, or not luxury, but the advantage of being able to keep private. So just because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of meat on the bone, there's more to it, and we'll try and dig into that a little bit later. But that was, hey Dad, watch this. Moving
Slash,
on.
nobody wants this.
Slash, nobody wants this. Moving on. This is our ode to Alex's personal project on YouTube. It's all about the toys, and it's called I Play Nerd. I usually go first because Alex has cooler stuff with cooler stories. So that's what I'm going to do. As long as you don't live under a bridge, you know that with Turkey Day weekend coming up, the Black Friday sales are already popping up. And Amazon's already gotten me a couple times. Ashley needed a new charger by the bed because hers just doesn't work very well anymore, and she'll get up in the morning and realize her phone never charged. So I got her a new charger. This thing's pretty cool. It's kind of the newer version of two chargers that I use. But whoops. There we go. Dang it. This is it's a charger by a company called Rory, Rory. This is kind of cool because you can plug it in. It also folds up and travels well. It has a MagSafe charger, smartwatch charger, and wireless earbuds charger. But when you unplug it, it's a power bank. So it's got a 10,000 milliamp hour foldable power charger bank. So, like when we go to her parents', the side of the bed she usually takes doesn't have a plug very close by. And as long as she has this charge, she'll be able to charge her phone overnight and have a fully charged phone in the morning. And her watch. She doesn't have wireless buds, but yeah, kind of a cool device. And it's on sale. Like a lot of them are usually like $40 to $70. This was on sale for like $33. So I got her one. And she didn't know she wanted it because she had like one of my old just desk chargers, like not power bank. She's like, I like this one fine. I'm like, no. Try this one. It's better. If you don't like it, I'll take it and I'll use it at the office. But when she realized what it is and that it is better, she went for it. So yeah. So that was her new toy. And then in the process, I actually got myself something new. Let me find it here. I've been kind of into the EDC thing, and I got myself two things, actually. A few things. One of them was this, it's called Next Tool. It's a little multi-tool that's TSA approved. So you can actually go through airport security with this.
And just for background, EDC stands for Everyday Carry.
Sorry, yeah, I should have said that.
For those of you on the West Coast, it is not Electric Daisy Carnival, which is a EDM concert event that goes on in Las Vegas, where it's just a bunch of house music and probably ecstasy.
Yeah.
And
actually, I don't mind the EDM, but not into the drugs anymore.
I love EDM, but I think I kind of played out as more of a late 2000s thing.
Oh, damn. I might return it because this is cheaper than when I bought it.
Hell yeah, do it. I've done that before. I bought two action figures, the same action figure, because after a week it got the price dropped. And I was like, fuck that. I'm going to buy it and then return the more expensive one.
I'm literally just going to do the return and return the one that I buy it and return, and then just return it under the old price, right? Save myself $3 or $4. So easy. I probably have some other stuff to return anyway. But yeah, this is I saw this because I'll be flying next week, and then we're flying again in January, and I was just like, man, I can never, I tend to carry either a knife or O Knife makes this blade that also has a screwdriver on it, and honestly the blade works better because then I can just replace the blade. Most of what I'm doing is cutting boxes anyway, cutting packages open, every once in a while cutting wire, and if I don't have my snips on me, a blade works just fine. I don't necessarily need a knife. So but yeah, this was kind of cool. I found this, I saw this recommended somewhere, and It's got a flathead. It's got a SIM card tool, Phillips head, pliers, and it's spring loaded. And then these scissors are rounded enough and short enough that they're supposed to be able to go through TSA without being taken away. And you see the price. I paid $21 for it. If I just get the one TSA agent that just doesn't want to let it go, I'm not out like, some of those nice knives are $60, $70, $80, $200. Like, at least I'm not losing that, So, but yeah, that was one thing I got. So I'm gonna try it out next week, and I'll tell you if I make it all the way home with it. The other thing I got was two things I'm gonna point out. I saw these. Now, I am one of those people that tends to have issues with nose hairs sticking out of my nose if I don't keep it up. And I found these that I can travel with that supposedly make it easy to maintain nose hairs. Here's a better picture. You just stick it up in your nostril and you kind of spin it around. There's a little blade on there with a guard so you can't cut yourself. But you can get those pesky nose hairs out of the way while you're traveling. So, yeah, I'm going to try those out. It came in like 2 packages of 3. So there's like 2 cases, and there's 3 of these beige ones, 3 of these green ones.
I have a battery operated nose hair cutter.
I do too, but I don't like traveling with it.
Nah, there's that.
Because it's also kind of cheap, and it would probably break in my toiletry bag.
I've actually had multiple electric nose hair cutters. Battery powered because I've broken them.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just like, well, fuck. I think I got it for like a little less than $4 this whole pack. So I'm gonna try those this week too. Those I'm not afraid of those getting taken away from me. I'm more curious about how well they work for maintaining nose hair issues. And then the last thing I wanted to point out, oh man, my nose always wants to start running right when I have stuff to show. Where is it? Oh, I just got this today. Again, this is kind of one of those things I saw on an everyday carry video. It's a pen made by Olight. It's only like, I don't know, maybe 4 inches long. That can't be right. I think it's the show here. Yeah, 4 inches long. And it's kind of cool because it's got kind of a fidget tool aspect of it where you like move this bolt up and down through this S thing. It's got a ballpoint pen, and then the other side is a pencil, which I find myself needing, and I don't usually carry a pencil. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool. I want one of those. And yeah, it was on sale this is the price I paid for it. So it's a cool little like EDC pen that should travel well. It's a metal casing, so it's not worried about breaking. And if it sucks, I might return it. And I'm a big fan of like G2 pens, if you know what those are. And they make a mini version also. So if I don't like this, I'll probably switch to one of those just for like everyday carry stuff. But yeah, pretty cool pen. I've only played with it. Oh, it's actually right here. So here's the box. I kind of opened it already, but I'm thinking I might do like a little unboxing video tomorrow. And since I haven't been posting very much on my Hey Dad Watch This channel, I will probably post that video there. But yeah, and then we might even review it a little bit more out of the box in our next episode. So that's what I've been doing with my toys and gadgets and stuff. I know, kind of weird, nerdy shit. But that's what I've got so far. What do you have for us, dude?
The last week I teased a big one for this week.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't get to open that one. So, I'm actually gonna do it probably tonight or tomorrow. But I did find something else I've kind of been getting priced out of a lot of toy lines that I've been collecting just because it's just the increase in prices are just kind of turning me off. But what's been keeping me on, or a toy line that's been pretty steady with staying very, very affordable. So affordable that I got them at Five Below. Do you have Five Below over?
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure do.
So Five Below, and they are the Simpsons line of action figures, the smaller ones. They call it 2.5 inch line. I went to Five Below and I found all of them from the recent ones. So they're all over my desk right now. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
One.
gonna make you bigger so that we can see them. There it
Here's
is.
Bart Simpson, which I think
skateboard.
On a skate. I think these.
I mean, what's he
Daredevil.
wearing? Is that like an Evil Knievel type outfit?
Yep. This is Daredevil Bart Simpson.
Right on.
Awesome. Here is one of the bullies, Kearney. Oh, my camera is not the greatest. I can't get it to do the focus thing. But here's Kearney, who is a
That was like one of the bullies.
elementary school bully, also father of one, for some reason. It's just part of the show. Here's Carl, who works with Homer at the nuclear power plants. Here is Marge's sister, Patty Bouvier. And here is Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns.
Funny thing about Mr. Burns, this action figure, you see has very skinny legs, very small feet, a gigantic head, which is
accurate with the cartoon.
What's that?
Which is accurate with the cartoon.
Accurate with the cartoon.
The show.
With a hunchback. So you see his big ass head, hunches over his tiny body. He cannot stand up. He just falls over because of the weight.
Because of a big old head.
Figure. Yeah.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Mr. Burns, if you've ever heard somebody say
excellent,
that's Mr. Burns. I just realized you can't see me because I have you maximized. But
here's Mr. Burns again. I
really go like this. Excellent.
I really can't get the camera to focus on him like it should, given it's not the greatest camera. It was an Amazon cheap purchase, so
yeah, whatever.
Does a job. Does a job for what I wanted to do.
It's entertaining. I mean, I was pumped to find a Duncan yo-yo. That's when I was in Ohio, so everybody can find entertainment anywhere. But yeah. So all right, you got the Simpsons things going on, and looks like. Well, no, we already talked about this. They're not on this video that you just did. 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, actually, I've been having some technical difficulties. I can't figure out how to. I've been having trouble uploading the videos from my phone to my laptop. I can't figure out what's wrong with it, so I haven't been able to edit video. Well, I haven't been able to move the files over and then edit them. So I gotta figure that out. I bet it's as simple as just rebooting. I bet.
Have you tried having the videos back up to Google Photos? Excuse me. From your phone and then
my
downloading
Google
them
memory is close. I used to do that, but my Google memory is close to full, and it takes a good amount of time because these are videos. These are high memory files. When I was doing that, it took me forever to get my videos from my phone to my Google Drive, and then I download it on my laptop from my Google Drive to my
that's what
laptop memory. It took a long time. I think sometimes it was strictly because of the size of these files, because they're huge. That it just, I'd move it from initiate moving the file from my phone to my Google Drive, and it would take sometimes it would take a minute, sometimes it would take 20 minutes, and sometimes I wouldn't see it for for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm missing a file that I need to complete a video. I'm like, well, fuck, I can't finish the video. And I'm also really close. Right now, I'm really close to my maximum storage capacity with my Google Drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you can try and download some of the old stuff and delete it from your Google Photos, or
pay Google some money.
Well, I actually do pay for Google One, but I actually have a couple of these. These are on sale right now. So these are 5 terabyte portable hard drives. They work great. And I don't even know if you need, you would know better than I would, but you can get a smaller one if you want. I think I actually have one of the 2 terabytes also. But yeah, these work great. Like usually I usually keep one around because like I'll be able to store like a whole year's worth of content on it, and then I'll have to offload it to one of my desktop drives that are like, I've got a couple like 20 gigabyte hard drives. But these are great for traveling. And then if you have any working projects, this is stretching it out a little bit, but I actually have one of these SanDisk ones for just more current projects because they're solid state drives. They're awesome. Plug it into the computer, and yeah, I mean, you don't even have to store stuff on your computer because these transmit so fast that they do the trick. Now, they're a little more expensive, so that's why I was thinking maybe that like one of those Western Digital hard drives would be better. Seagate or Western Digital. I think I have 2 of the Seagates. I have one Western Digital, and I think it's a 2 terabyte. And it's good too, but it's only 2 terabytes. But yeah, that might be something to consider so that you can store some of that, because I don't know how much memory you have on your laptop, but most laptops don't have a ton of onboard storage anymore, so that's where these portable hard drives become really, really handy. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I think I already showed what you've been working on YouTube. So anyway, just a suggestion while we were talking about it. But anyway, guys, those are our new toys. And that is, again, that's a note to Alex's personal project on YouTube called I Play Nerd. All right, moving on. This is about, well, what we're watching. It's called What You Watching? And we kind of started talking a little bit earlier about the Bears game. How the first 3 quarters were pretty much, you didn't really miss anything because they weren't scoring.
I know.
They weren't
That's
scoring.
why when I fell asleep and I woke up, I said, I didn't miss anything.
Nope.
two, let's say, what was called, what the kids call mid quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Although I think Caleb Williams is better than JJ McCarthy.
Oh, JJ McCarthy was pulling it out at the end, though. He almost did the same thing he did to us the first game.
I was asleep in that part, but
dude, that's stressful.
It didn't do anything to really push me towards, getting won over by Caleb Williams' performance. I just saw, like, when I fell asleep, it was exactly the same. When I woke up, I was like, oh, nothing's changed. I guess I didn't miss anything. Probably some 3 and outs.
Yeah, for the most part, the Bears control the game, but they just, we've talked about it before, but my issue with Caleb Williams is that he just doesn't have that, excuse me, sorry about that. He kind of lacks that killer instinct to just put a game away. Like, it's nerve-wracking every time. I'm pumped. Like, we're 7-3. We haven't been 7-3 in a long time.
That comes with a
Caleb
caveat.
does seem to be getting better, so I'm trying not to. I'm not fully sold, but I'm not writing them off yet either.
That comes with a caveat, though, that record, because, and I listen to a lot of Bears YouTube channels, which are kind of, in my mind, a little bit delusional. We are 7-3, but those wins are very marginal wins against bad teams. Except the Ravens.
They're largely supported by defense.
We lost to the Ravens, who were 1-5 and we're missing Lamar Jackson.
That was awful.
Given they have good defense, we should have beaten them. but we barely beat the Bengals. We barely beat the Raiders.
We gave him 100 yards to a backup quarterback. I mean, he's a good running quarterback, but still.
So it's one of those like we're barely beating bad teams. So we're not one of the worst teams, but I don't think we're one of the best teams. I don't say we're one of the top 50%. If you say someone says we're part of the bottom 50%, I'd be like, okay, I respect that.
And it's a weird anomaly year right now. I mean, the Chiefs technically are out of the playoffs, and so are the Ravens. So take that for what it's worth. But both like the Chiefs, I know they've been one big play away from a very different record. You know, each of those games, just one big play that they usually come up with one and changes everything. That, man, I mean, they could easily be they're like 5-5. I mean, they could easily be 7-3 also. And things just didn't quite go their way, but they weren't that far off. The difference is they didn't squeak. They failed to squeak by this year. Somehow, Caleb Williams. Well, somehow the Bears keep squeaking things out, and I think our MVP right now is Cairo Santos.
Fun fact: Jake Moody, the kicker who won the game against was it Cincinnati? Jake Moody, when Cairo Santos was injured, the kicker that kind of Bears fans were looking at, hey, this guy needs to be competition for Cairo Santos because Cairo Santos is starting to, in my mind, he's starting to age out. He is now on the Commanders. Jake Moody.
Yep.
Because the Bears did a Bears thing and they didn't protect a guy that could be a valuable asset for the future.
Cairo's getting it done, although he did miss a PAT.
He's starting to age out. That's just the truth.
I don't know how Jake Moody had been around for a while too.
But he's starting to be like, and you hear commentators saying, yeah, if you're past 40 yards, no, Cairo Santos isn't reliable anymore.
Right. Yeah, they don't have a big leg. But they historically never had a big leg. I mean, even
Robbie Gould.
I would say Robbie Gould is the only one.
I wish he would have been able to retire as a Bear.
I thought they were going to let him, but I guess not. I don't know.
Yeah, he's retired. But he was, I remember he was posting pictures of when he was still with the Niners. He was posting pictures from, I don't know where he was at. I think he was at a game and he was in the skybox and he posted pictures of his kids and they're wearing Bears jerseys.
That's awesome.
When he was a long-time 49er at the time.
I don't think they really care up there because the Niners hardly ever play the Bears.
Yeah. Well, we played this year.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, that game was stressful. I did wear my shoes, these ones.
Oh,
and they worked out. They worked out this time, so wore my Sweetness shirt. It was actually the last day I was able to wear shorts around here, so. But yeah, man, that was stressful. I was in the bar screaming my head off, and when our hero Cairo Santos saved the day, I went nuts. Went and high-fived all the other three Bears fans in the bar. And all the Chiefs fans that were getting ready, that were just walking in because the Chiefs game was next. They all know who won that game.
Just for reiteration, are the Chiefs officially eliminated? I thought I saw something like that, but I wasn't sure if I should believe it.
No, they're not eliminated mathematically, but they have a tough road.
It's a steep pathway.
Yeah, they need to start winning some games. They need to start winning some games right now and hope that's enough, you know.
The like what's that word? Not stereotypical. God damn it. Because the sports fan that's believes in like supernatural forces, for some reason the name escapes me. The word that describes it. Oh fuck. I don't know why I'm blanking right now. But some of the fanatical fans are going to be like, well, before Travis Kelce got engaged, the Chiefs were.
Oh,
They're playoff
yeah.
What's that word? It's really bugging me because
She's Yoko Onoing the team.
it's like I'm the type of
Like
fan where it's
like
like
a
I
jinx.
believe that there's some weird like feng shui to things, and you're like, hold on, something changed. It's making my team play bad. I think it's because I took a shit or something like that.
Well, if I'm Travis Kelce, I'm saying she's worth over $1 billion, so I think I'm still winning. On top of being what seems to be a pretty nice person in general, so. And obviously, attractive and talented, so I think he's doing just fine. By the way, he's also got 3 Super Bowl rings, so 2.
It's really bugged me that I
He's
can't
got
figure out
2.
what that word is.
A jinx?
No, it's not that. Damn it! That really bugs me.
Jinx, a torpedo, bad luck charm.
No, it's not. It's not Taylor Swift herself. It's the fans. It describes the type of fan.
Oh, like not superstitious.
Superstitious. That's it.
Oh,
Superstitious fan.
I thought you were talking about Taylor Swift. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, superstitious fan. Like I do that with both the Bears and the Ohio State. Although it's a little bit. I don't do as much with Ohio State this year because it's just been dominating everyone. Where I'll be wearing a jersey during an Ohio State game, and depending on what's going on during the game, I'll switch my jersey because I'm like, no.
I've done that. I'll just take the jersey off altogether.
Yeah, I'll take it off or I'll switch it, or sometimes throw my jerseys on my bed, and then it'll be like 3 of them, and then I'll change the order that they're displayed at, depending on what's going on in the game.
I've done stuff like that. Turn my hat around. I think with the Taylor Swift thing, it's something that a lot of people think about but won't say out loud because they don't want to be canceled, whether it's in a public forum or by their daughters. So, but who do we have tomorrow? Who do the Buckeyes have tomorrow?
Rutgers.
Okay.
And I believe the Buckeyes are not playing both Colonel Tate and Jeremiah Smith out of caution.
I mean, why? Yeah. Maybe like have one of them dress, but why risk that?
Which has a good amount of Ohio State fans being like, what's going on? Tell us about is this precaution or are they injured? Is one injured, not the other one, or they both injured?
Well, I mean, everybody knows Cardinal Tate's been injured, and Jeremiah Smith ended the game looking a little like he was moving a little gingerly last week. So, but this is a conference game, so I don't want to just write it off.
Yep.
Because weird things happen, and if you start looking past it, that's when you get tripped up. So hopefully they aren't just writing this one off because it's a conference game. Like losing this would be bad in several ways. Unranked team, conference team, it would be bad. So hopefully they're not looking. Hopefully they're taking care of business. And then the Bears have the Steelers this week.
Steelers and Aaron Rodgers
God,
playing. Even though he's he has an injured hand, his non-throwing hand. So I was like, I definitely want another crack at Aaron Rodgers. But then I saw 2 things I saw today was Aaron Rodgers is expected to play. And then I saw that the 3 Bears linebackers are definitely not playing. I said, maybe I don't want Aaron Rodgers to play now.
Man. some of his interviews have been kind of funny. He's just like, it's just fun when I was in Green Bay because it's a storied rivalry, but now I'm past that, and hopefully Bears fans can let bygones be bygones. I'm like, hell no. You flat out said you owned us.
I wanted to beat up that bully that was beating us up now that he's in a wheelchair. It's kind of like when the bully's he's in the hospital on life support, and then you pull the plug, and then you say you're the one that put him in the hospital.
I want to beat Aaron Rodgers once. I don't care if. I mean, I want to beat the Packers more. That's me. But oh god, I want to beat Aaron Rodgers.
I want to beat Aaron Rodgers, but I now that I've seen what's going on with the defense injury wise, ooh man,
a little nervous about it.
I'd be more willing to accept the results if we had a healthy defense. Given our defense isn't all that great, I'd say if we were healthy against Aaron Rodgers, we're like, okay, whatever happens, happens. I want to beat him, but at least we're there to give it a good try.
Things if everybody's healthy and he fucking has a game against us, starts all over. Fucking Aaron Rodgers owns the Chicago Bears. It doesn't even matter where he is. But
yeah, I am now not expecting a whole lot out of the Bears. It's just we're just not in a good position to be facing off against our biggest rival quarterback with already a questionable defense. Now that we're missing even more key players than we've been missing this entire season.
Every week I'm nervous for the Bears. It doesn't even matter who we're playing. I'm just nervous,
The Bengals suck, and we beat them, but they scored like 40 points.
Yeah. That was awful.
That's why I'm having a hard time listening to Bears YouTube channels now talk about that. I usually listen to it. It's like, I'm just like, guys, we're just, if you're saying how great we are, it's very delusional. It's just,
yeah.
If you're talking about how great Caleb Williams is when we could have drafted Jaden Daniels and Drake May.
Well, Jaden Daniels isn't doing that great anymore either, though.
Well, he's injured, so there's a little difference there. Drake May's name is being thrown around for MVP, and he was
he's having a season.
And then you also throw in the fact that Tyler Warren, who was the top tight end in this last draft, is going off in Indy, and we decided to pick Colston Loveland instead. So
he's coming around though. He is coming around.
There's a lot of like regret, and I don't know what's going to happen with Kyle Monungai. I'm hoping he improves. I hope he's actually given a chance to show. But we could have drafted Cam Scadaboo, who's also injured now. But before he got injured, people were like, "Cam Scadaboo's
dude." Yeah.
And he's like well liked by the fans. It's like, dude.
Yeah, he's got a great personality.
It's like people were screaming, "Draft Cam Scadaboo!" And who do we draft? We draft Ozzie Trapillo to be our left guard. What is he now? He's the backup right guard because he sucks. I heard he might play this next game because injuries.
Yeah,
going around
because of limited options.
But our second round pick is just someone I don't know how long he's going to be on the team. It sounds like he's just not there. Maybe it'll take him 5 years to develop. Who knows? But a lot of missed opportunities when it comes to the draft.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
But we should have picked this guy instead.
Well, it is what it is. I'm sure we're in for another stressful one, which maybe I'm not because I think maybe I'm wrong, but I believe the game's going to be blacked out here, which sucks. However, moving on from sports, I just opened up Netflix, and you got to see what's on Netflix right now. One of my top 2 favorite movies of all time, baby. Oh,
I've been waiting for
yeah.
That's a movie I kind of want to revisit. Just the first one. There's no other.
No. I watched the second one, and I was just like, oh, that was a terrible idea. And I think there was a third and fourth one, and I'll never watch them.
I saw part of one of the sequels where it has Squints as an adult, and I was like, nope. I saw part of it. It was maybe a few minutes where he's talking. I just said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the rest of this."
Yeah. No, once I saw one sequel and it was just garbage, I quit watching.
I think when it comes to like our childhood, I think Sandlot, Mighty Ducks, and maybe Rookie of the Year. When it comes to like sports related, this might be the top. The thing about Mighty Ducks is that the sequels are good too.
Yeah, I mean they're all basically the same movie, but they were entertaining enough. Yeah, what about if you're talking about sports movies though? I mean, Field of Dreams.
Well, like kid stuff.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Involving kids, childhood stuff. Yeah, you go
Rookie of the Year.
You go Field of Dreams, you go Major League, you throw other stuff in there.
Ooh, yeah.
Like childhood, growing up, relating because it's about childhood.
That's fair, yeah.
Mighty
Kinda
Ducks,
coming of age type stuff, yeah.
I'd say the 1 and 2 are Mighty Ducks and Sandlot. Then I'll throw in Rookie of the Year because it's the Cubs.
I like it. I think we're gonna be. So is it also on Netflix? We're gonna watch Frankenstein.
Wait, hold on, I've been hearing about that.
Tomorrow. Ashley wants to see that, and it looks interesting. So I kind of.
That's a movie. It's not like a documentary or anything, is it? Right?
No, it's a movie. I don't know why it's not like first page on here. Let's see here. See if I can find it, and I'll put it up on screen. There we go.
There's a movie that came out earlier this year about a vampire. Everyone said it was really good, and I just happened to like find out what happens at the end, so I kind of read no spoiler. But I tried to watch it last time I was on a plane, and I couldn't do it because when you're on a plane, it's harder to hear stuff. The volume's a little weird. And I was like, this is not how I want to experience this movie. So I turned it off, and I haven't gone back to revisit it because I just haven't.
Oh, it was like on the planes, like entertainment stuff.
Yeah. And when you watch someone on a plane, the sound's gonna be a little bit off, and you're not in
a little bit. You get interrupted.
That's mindset to absorb what's going on in story wise. It's kind of like I'm watching this, I'm probably gonna fall asleep.
I mean, I got used to doing that because I did it for so long that it doesn't really bother me. I can do it. It doesn't take away. But if you want to go over to HBO, and we might have talked about this last week, but we kind of talked about our go-to Christmas movies, and The Elf is on. It's
not called The Elf. It's just called Elf.
Elf is on HBO Max. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Actually, I need to add that to my list.
And back over at Netflix, what I did finish watching was the second season of Nobody Wants This. Like I mentioned a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
A little bit earlier, but yeah, I did finish Nobody Wants This. That's really the only thing I got to watch. I kind of fell behind when it comes to watching Welcome to Derry. I'm going to try to watch it. Usually when I decide I want to watch the newest episode of Welcome to Derry, I'm too tired. I know I'm going to probably fall asleep. So I'm like, I want to absorb the story. I don't want to be watching it and fall asleep, but I will get back to it. Maybe tonight. Who knows? But I did finish Nobody Wants This. I did see that. I'm pretty sure there is a third season coming. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I think it's only been a year since the last one, so I think they're pretty good at pumping them out. Given it looks like it's low budget. It's simple. It takes place in Los Angeles, so they film around Los Angeles, so the actors don't have to travel. They all live there already.
Yeah,
it's got a very like independent film type feel to it. So,
to me, low budget doesn't make it a bad movie. A bad story makes it a bad movie. And
it's got very likable characters.
Yeah.
I'd say the second season is not as good as the first, but you spend a lot of time with these characters that are pretty cool to be around.
I might have to check that out.
And it has
that
Adam Brody. His name is not Seth Cohen. We talked about it last year. I kept thinking his name was Seth Cohen. But it's Adam Brody. And he's good in it. Kristen Bell is good in it. The other characters are pretty damn good in it. One of them's, if you watched, what was that HBO show? Succession.
Oh,
that played that one. Which has that guy has Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and his much younger girlfriend, who's actually not that young. If you look at it. So you can actually see it in the show. She doesn't look like she's really young. The actress is actually 35, so she was maybe 34 when she filmed this last season. So it's you can kind of see her. She doesn't look like she's really young. She looks like she's in her mid-30s, early to mid-30s. But she's in it, and she's a good character. She's a good actress.
Interesting. Well, good stuff, man. Mentioned we're trying to watch Frankenstein tonight, so I think we're going to call it there. If you would like to contribute anything to the show, whether it's what you've been eating, what you would like us to try, any adventures you would like us to check out, or toys, or movies, YouTube videos, shows, feel free to put it in the comments. Also, don't forget to like the episode if you'd like to support what we're doing. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell. And again, if you would like to contribute anything more anonymously, you can always send it to us in an email. gagepodcast@gmail.com. Oh, before we get into closing thoughts, the last thing I want to share is it's not a what you watching. It's a playlist that I was listening to while I was working out. So, 90s and 2000s hip hop bangers, dude.
There you go.
It was awesome. Look at this. Hypnotize. Back that ass up. No diggity. Dude, I was jamming in the gym today. It was good shit. It was good shit. But yeah, I'm going to try to remember to post it in the description, a link to that playlist, along with some other things, because, excuse me, I'd like to recognize some of the people that contribute to our show, including things from wherever we find it, whether it's Spotify or Netflix. Post some of the things that we're sharing so that you can enjoy them as well. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there. It's time to get into our closing thoughts. Alex, what you got, dude?
A little tip advice here for Facebook. So last week or 2 weeks ago, I was going to show something from my Facebook page. I didn't want our last name displayed out there, so I changed my displayed name on Facebook. And then my plan was to change it back afterwards. But I found out that you can only change your name on Facebook once every 3 months. So now I'm stuck with my made-up name.
Nice.
So I'm Alex Buckeye for now.
Hey.
I said one of some guy I know through Muay Thai, part of the Muay Thai instructors. It was his birthday today. I wish him a happy birthday, and I don't think he realized who I was at first. And when he realized who I was, he said, "Go Ducks." He's from Oregon.
Okay, I was like, what?
Because my name says Alex Buckeye on it for the next 2 months and 2 weeks until I can change it.
That's awesome. That's good. Oh, so yeah. So the tip there is you can only change your Facebook name once every 3 months. I had a thought, but I don't remember what it was now. I meant to write it down and I completely forgot. Anyway, my closing thoughts are excuse me.
That was interesting.
Yep. Something I tell my wife a lot, because she's worked very hard for, we're going on 2 years. She was already starting right around the time we got engaged, working out a lot, eating smart, and she works very hard at it. She's done very well. And I think that's great. If you're working hard at your diet and your workout plan, good for you. Keep going. Don't quit. But also, don't forget that, especially going into the Turkey Day weekend, don't forget that if you're going to put in all that work, you got to allow yourself to indulge every once in a while. Don't don't make yourself suffer watching everybody else have fun because you're worried about your workout plan or your diet. Putting all that work in, it's only worth it if you're affording yourself the opportunity to enjoy life once in a while. And enjoying life is enjoying some of those indulgences.
And that's once in a while. It's not like I worked out, so every day I work out, I'm going to eat a pint of ice cream.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, you get one like half meal or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like a cheat meal one day a week. So 6 out of 7 days you're on it. That's great. Or you're on it all the time because that's what works for you, and you get to Thanksgiving. Have some fun with it. Enjoy the time with your family. Enjoy all the delicious food that everybody's making for you. Enjoy it. And then Monday morning, get right back to work. That's my plan anyway. We'll see if I stick to it. Like I said, it's a work in progress for me, just getting back into the rhythm and staying a little more stricter than I have been for the last few years. So, but yeah, allow yourself. If you're going to put in all that work, you've earned the right to indulge every once in a while. Every once in a while, like Alex said, that's not once a day. That's not every other day. That's maybe one meal a week.
Don't eat McDonald's like 3 times a week, and then your doctor says you have diabetes, and you say, "Oh, I should probably cut back on McDonald's now." Like, no, don't get in the fucking habit of eating a bunch of fucking fast food, and then waiting for your doctor to say, "Hey, that's bad for you." Like, yeah. It's kind of like, duh.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my tip: is when you're working hard at making yourself better, make sure you allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So that is that, and we are going to end on that note. Let me cue up the music while Alex cues up his towel, and we're going to call that a show. Gosh, there's so many more stuff on here now, but yeah, we're going to call that the episode. This has been another episode of the GAJ podcast. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. If we don't see you next week, have an awesome Thanksgiving. Adios, amigos.